Very good morning, all the students of 7th standard and the last lesson of first term is remain that will take conflict with the Mughals. Lesson number 6, page number 24, 7th standard, 6th lesson of history, conflict with the Mughals, page number 24 is going. See, now what is here in this lesson? So far Shivaji Maharaj had successfully forgot the Adil Shahi. He successfully means what is that? Successfully, sorry, instead of forgot, successfully he fought with he fought the Adil Shahi there, he fought against them, successfully he fought, he defended properly against the Adil Shahi there, but for expanding the Swaraj, conflict with the Mughals was inevitable. If we want to be expand our kingdom, if we want to be spread our power, for expanding the kingdom or the powers, the conflict with the Mughal was inevitable. We cannot excuse, we cannot leave this. Conflict with the Mughals is 100% sure. The Mughals pose a great threat to the Swaraj even as it began to expand there. Mughals also creating a great threat for the Swaraj when Shivaji Maharaj was expanding their kingdom there, and even Mughals also they wanted to expand their kingdom there. So the Mughal posed a great threat to the Swaraj even as it began to be expand their Maharaj triumph over this great two. And Shivaji Maharaj successfully he fought against the Mughals also. This great two. Shivaji Maharaj also fought against them. How he fought? He fought successfully against the Mughals. Shivaji Maharaj fought against the Mughals in a successful way. He fought them. So he was able. He can handle the situations in a proper way. He fought against them. He regained his fort and territories from the Mughals. Whatever the forts were there given to the Mughals, that all the forts he regained this. Once again he recaptures them, and he got himself crowned. After that Shivaji Maharaj crowned himself. He took up a campaigns of the south. We shall learn about all these events in this chapter. So how he crowned, how he expanded his kingdoms, how he turned his attentions toward the south after the coronations, that everything we'll learn in this lesson. So in this, the first one point, Shahisti Khan's invention. What is the first one point? Shahisti Khan's invention. In February 1660, Shahisti Khan left from Ahmednagar and entered the Pune provinces. In the year 1660, in February 1660, Shahisti Khan he left Ahmednagar and he entered into the Pune provinces. Now Pune is an important part, main central part of the Shivaji Maharaj kingdom empire there. So Shahisti Khan he entered in Pune there from Ahmednagar. He ravaged the territory of the Swaraj by sending small unit of his army and the neighboring area there. He ravaged the surrounding area. His soldiers began to roam into the surrounding area and they disturb, they trouble to the common innocent peoples. So Shahisti Khan he sent his troops in a small unit group in all the directions, and they start to be trouble, harass the common people. He encamped at Chakan. Shahisti Khan he encamped at Chakan there, Chakan near the Pune. There he settled there. Firungoji Narsala, the killer of the fort of Chakan, offered a strong resistance to the Shahisti Khan's army. Finally, the Mughals captured the fort of Chakan there. Firungoji Narsala, he was Subedar of Chakan fort. He was looking after the Chakan region of the area. He was Subedar of the fort, Chakan fort, who was appointed by Shivaji Maharaj. He defended the Chakan fort strongly. He defended it. He defended the Chakan fort strongly. He defended the Chakan fort there. But then also he was not successful. Finally, the Mughals captured the fort of Chakan. Finally, what happened? The Mughals they captured the Chakan fort there. Shahistar Khan set up his camp at Lal Mahal in Pune, where Shivaji Maharaj had lived in his childhood. So after that, Shahistar Khan he set up his camp there. From Chakan he came toward the Pune there, Pune at Lal Mahal, where Shivaji Maharaj childhood days spent there. Then he came and he set up his camp at Lal Mahal in Pune. Khan sent his forces in the regions around Pune. Shahistar Khan he sent his forces, he sent his soldiers in the region around the Pune or the neighboring area. 2 years passed, but he would not think of leaving Pune. Nearby 2 years over, but then also Shahistar Khan was not showing any kind of sign or any kind of movement to leave the Pune. He was in Pune only for the last 2 years. Naturally, this had an adverse effect on the people's morale. That so this impact or this incident has a adverse effect on the people's morality, people's trust, their faith on Swaraj or on Shivaji Maharaj. In these circumstances, Maharaj drew up a bold plan. So in these circumstances, in this situation, Shivaji Maharaj drew up a bold plan. He decided to teach lessons to Shahistar Khan in these adverse situations. He was at Lal Mahal, and Shivaji Maharaj's childhood days were spent at Lal Mahal only. He knew each and every nook and corner of Lal Mahal. Shivaji Maharaj decided to raid Lal Mahal secretly under his own leadership. Shivaji Maharaj he decided to raid on Lal Mahal. He decided to raid Lal Mahal's secretly. How he decided to raid? Secretly he decided to raid. Under his own leadership, he decided to go himself into the Lal Mahal. And Lal Mahal was big area. It was Shivaji's only childhood days house. His days spent there, his own house. He knew everything, but it was not that much easy. Shahistar Khan, when he came toward the Pune, at that time he came with the 75,000 soldiers or army with him. And when Shahistar Khan he was at Lal Mahal, that time that 75,000 soldiers were also around the Lal Mahal, that in that neighboring area, surrounding area. So we can imagine when the 75,000 soldiers they were posting, they were guarding. In that when Shahistar Khan he was leaving, so it was not a joke to go or to enter in it and to be attacked on Shahistar Khan. If hardly 50 to 100 persons they are guarding to any regional area, then it's difficult for us to be entered to go. When 75,000 soldiers were there, when they were guarding, that time how Shivaji Maharaj he entered. It is a important one, that daring of Shivaji's. On the 5th April 1663, day was decided, 5th April. This was the day in the year 1663. Shivaji Maharaj decided to raid at Lal Mahal there. Maharaj raided Lal Mahal at night with a selected band of soldiers. How he raided? He not raided with his army, all that full army. Selected band of soldiers, few trusted soldiers, Sardars, he took with himself and he raided. He entered into Lal Mahal at night. So there, in this raid, Shahistar Khan lost his fingers when he raided there. In that raid, Shahistar Khan he lost his 3 fingers. Shivaji Maharaj went there. He went straight toward the Khan's chamber there, and with his sword he took out and he attacked on him. In that attempt, Shahistar Khan he suddenly woke up from the sleep. He saw someone is there with the sword. He afraid and he tried to jump through the window. Second time Shivaji Maharaj attacked on him, and in that attempt Shahistar Khan he lost his 3 fingers there. Terrified, Shahistar Khan he afraid and he began to shout as the devil, devil. This much he was afraid of Shivaji Maharaj that whenever he was sleeping that time in his dream also Shivaji is going to come with the sword. So Maharaj raided there with the selected band of the soldiers there. He lost his 3 fingers. He suffered great humiliations. He left Pune and shifted his camp to Aurangabad. So he left the Pune regions after that attempt and immediately shifted his camp toward the Aurangabad. Due to this episode, he incurred the displeasure of Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb transferred him to the provinces of Bengal. What happened there? he left that and he transferred. Aurangzeb became angry and he sent toward the Bengal. So today we'll stop here. When we will come tomorrow. Sorry. So the successful attack on the Shaista Khan had an impact on the peoples and their faith. The people capability of Maharaj was strengthened even further now. In this Shivaji Maharaj strength increased there. So today we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll come with the next one video. Thank you very much.